audience may find unsuitable for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, it's Hunger again, and welcome to another edition of the weekly podcast show. Now that Caps has done everything possible to ruin my intro. Anyway. Oh, man. Oh. At least I'm pretty sure that's Caps. Okay. Yep, that's the caps lock. Alright. Anyway. Alright, let me see here. What do you mean I don't have any playlists? Are you kidding me? What the actual crap? What happened to my playlists? Bruh. Hang on. I need to pull this back up apparently because this thing just straight up decided I don't deserve playlists. What the actual crap? Yeah, index libraries, please. Thank you. Oh my god. That is some top tier garbo. What the heck? Alright. Okay, let's get this thing rolling. Oh, we got some griefers. Hi, President Killia and Caps Lock. How's it going? Alright, there we go. Okay. There we are. Man. So I went ahead and put the Aurora Borealis in the thumbnail, in case you're wondering why that is, because A, Caps Lock suggested it, but B, there is a solar storm coming that could potentially make the Aurora Borealis visible as far south as Alabama. So, you know, some of the people down there might look up from having sex with their friends and family at the Aurora Borealis when that happens. Anyways. Or whatever it is they do in Alabama. Not saying everybody does that. Anyway. So, yeah. It's a thing. It's a thing that's happening. Let's see. Solar storm. Let's see. NOAA satellites detect severe solar storm. Northern lights set to return tonight as extreme solar storm continues. So yeah. Aurora is expected to continue into next week. Here's how to view them. Oh boy. Let's see. Aurora is lighting up night skies across the United States, becoming a free multi-day music festival for the eyes, likely to return Saturday and Sunday and possibly into next week. In addition to the U.S., there have been reports of sightings in Germany, Switzerland, China, England, and Spain. The timing is not bad for viewers, although Aurora spotters may have to be up at last call to get the best look. Okay. Let's see. Severe storm levels are expected on Sunday, active to severe on Monday, unsettled to minor storm levels on Tuesday. accelerates electrons as they aim for Earth and ultimately collide with oxygen and nitrogen atoms and molecules in the upper atmosphere. The collisions with the gases in the upper atmosphere create the wondrous colors of an aurora sky. Viewing area and timing. Very rarely viewable in the United States. If they are, it's usually for those in the northern reaches. The intensity of the geomagnetic storms has pushed the viewing area farther south, with reports of sightings in Louisiana, Alabama, and Mississippi. Let's see. Predominance of a dark new moon that began May 7th could clear the stage for northern lights to shine. Moon is about 1/5 full this weekend, according to NASA. Earthly storm activity, mostly rain, was expected on Sunday from Kansas to Texas, where viewing might not be as easy as it has been. Yeah, it has been cloudy. I didn't notice anything on my way home. So yeah, sucks to suck.
I think the rain's starting to approach at my place. Also, hello.
You're sorry that Blue Clown Monster is so good that it makes the next theme song look lame in comparison. Blue Clown Monster really is that freaking good, though. Holy crap.
Too bad that's over.
Yeah, the Golden Tower song that Caps came up with for Stack Attack, I think it's more solid all the way through. I feel like Blue Clown Monster, like, it's nice, but I feel like it really hits its stride right when it gets to the hook, like towards the end. Like, yeah. So that's why I started the intro part there. Like, but yeah, the Golden Tower, I feel like it's more balanced as a song. Like it's good like all the way through.
It makes sense.
But yeah, Blue Clown Monster's a good song though.
It really is.
Searching for the blue cloud monster, lost in a kaleidoscope of colors, dripping through hallucinations, feeling the way, hoping one day we'll meet face to face.
Totally caught that clown. I totally did. Anyway.
Yep.
I totally won that duel.
It's a term of endearment where I come from.
Did you add Golden Tower to the playlist?
No, I don't think I did. Hang on. I know I downloaded it, but I don't think I've had the playlist open since then. So give me a second. Library. Golden Tower, add to copyright free playlist. There
It'd be a fun stream.
we go. Yes. Alright. Playlists. Okay, let's see. Hee hee hee. I want to do music videos for some of these. Like, yeah. love to do one for Keyboard Warrior. Yeah.
I'm a keyboard warrior.
I feel like that scene from The Masterful Cat is depressed again today, with where Saku is on her computer and she's just freaking tearing that shit up. That'd be really good.
Yeah.
I'm a keyboard warrior. But yeah. But yeah. Oh man. Let's see here. Bring up paint here. File. Open. Oh, let's see. What has been going on lately? Let's see. So up at work today, we had Dragon Ball Fusion World Tournament.
Nice.
We also got in the like this. The tournament that we were doing today was a release tournament for the new set of Dragon Ball Fusion World, which the box art and the art on the packs looks like Goku achieved a new just ate super spicy Chipotle form. Like there's like fire everywhere and he's like screaming, like just normal Chipotle stuff. Anyway.
Right.
Wait, is this like Dragon Ball Z Infinite Fusion?
No, it was Dragon Ball Super. Hang on. Dragon Ball Super Fusion World. Let's see, images. Let's see. We'll try to find the artwork from the new set here. Hang on. Let's see. It's like either burning or blazing. Blazing aura, there it is. Well, I don't know, this is probably better, just because it makes it look worse. Here, I'll post this in Discord under Stream Team here. There we go. Chipotle!
Nice.
And I like this image because the red smear in the background is basically like the blood stains in his underwear afterwards. Like, just yeah. Legendary Nick is here. Hello, Nick. You legendary mofo, you.
Yes.
Good to see you. Oh, man. Alright, let's see here. But yeah, so we had people at the store today trying to get some of that. Doing okay tonight. Doing pretty darn okay.
We're doing things.
Uh, huh.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm looking at this. Kind of wanting to go back to
See, his name's
Thousand
Fire.
Year Door. Oh, what were we saying, Caps?
Oh, this OT. His name is Fire Goat. My internet's shitty. Sorry.
Man. Yeah, too much Chipotle Goku. Kind of wanting to go back to Thousand Year Door. That's kind of like how I feel like when I'm not playing, Tears of the Kingdom. You know, I'm like, I'm sitting there playing this other game, and I'm like, man, I could be playing Tears of the Kingdom right now, doing side quests. You know, I still got like 40 plus more shrines to find. Oh, jeez.
Damn.
Dang.
Um,
I have no idea what half of that
You're-
means. Because I have not really played Thousand Year Door. So.
The
but,
the one Switch should be out in like 12 days.
but it sounds lovely.
I'm gonna pre-order that shit eventually.
Shit getting pre-ordered. The 100 Rooms of Enemies. That sounds lovely, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I always love it in RPGs when the enemy's like threatening you with numbers. They're like, oh, you can't beat this many people. And I'm like, the fuck I can't.
They
Like, you
Yeah.
know you're going to attack me in waves, and I'm just going to level up off of the first couple and then just breeze through the rest of them. You know? Like, a keyboard warrior.
yeah, 400 is the super boss.
He was my favorite character in Thousand Year Door.
See, you guys keep talking about Thousand Year Door, and it kind of makes me like curious about it. You know, it's like,
It's a really good game though.
You should check it out, Hunter.
you know,
If you're gonna play any of the Paper Mario games, if you're gonna play any Paper Mario game, play that one.
play that.
That's
one.
all I gotta say
Okay.
about it.
It's really good.
Yes.
Interesting.
Like, love that game.
Yeah, no, I get that Paper Mario's got a pretty big following, you know, so I'm just kind of... Because like I said, it was something that I passed over because I didn't like the art style originally. You know, like, you know, from the promos and everything. Back then, you didn't really have the internet, so that you could, like, your online friends could, like, peer pressure you into shit, so, you know...
Mhm.
you know... Oh, Blue Clown Monster.
Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
Anyway. But yeah, I'll have to see what I can do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it at launch because of funding, but maybe sometime later in the year we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Blue Clown Monster in the background.
Just
Peer
I
pressure.
hear that.
Kind of want to turn it up. Ah. Hang on. Blue Clown Monster lost in the kaleidoscope of color. There we go. I only turned it up like 3 notches, but that's like more than double what it was at.
And it's not like the guy that wrote it's gonna come after you or anything.
Right? Yeah. Because it's an AI song. Yay. But yeah. Basically, courts have ruled that that copyright laws only apply to humans. So, for example, like there was a guy who set up like a trail camera, right, to take pictures of wildlife, and he got a picture of a monkey. And somebody else used that picture of a monkey for something, and he tried to sue them for copyright, and they're like, you didn't take that picture, the fucking monkey took the picture. What are you... like, it's not your picture. Like, you know? So, yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, so they're like, animals can't own copyright, so you have no case. You know, like, there's no, like, just like if a monkey paints something at the zoo, the zoo can't sue people for copyright infringement because the copyright laws don't apply to them. And the same thing, the same thought process works with AI as well. It's not a sentient entity. It can't own property rights to creative works. So, and like they've said that like the person who prompts it doesn't really have any rights either. Like it would depend on how detailed the prompt was. I think because I think we will come to a point where somebody's like, hey, I prompted an AI, because eventually AI is going to get a lot more powerful, and somebody's going to be like, I prompted AI to animate this story I wrote. It's like, well, the story is original content, like,
Yeah.
so, I think eventually it's going to be like, yeah, there's certain, they can claim certain content, but like the certain, like the content of the story itself is copyrightable, but the animation itself maybe not so much, that type of thing. So if somebody were to use the animation and then do like an abridged version or something, you couldn't really do anything to them with it, that type of thing. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that, because I feel like corporate greed's going to come into play at some point, and they'll start making some changes. Be like, oh, maybe you can copyright AI stuff after all. You don't have to pay artists anymore. Like that type of BS. But we'll see what happens.
I mean, if we can copyright it, then I'm gonna be rolling in fucking dough, because I'll just start cranking out AI songs.
Oh, I know, right?
Like, I'm not even kidding.
Right.
Like,
see, my thing is, what's to stop somebody from having the AI compose a song then tweaking it a little bit, and then saying, "Yeah, that's my song. I wrote it." You know, like who's gonna know?
I mean, honestly, say for instance, like you use it and you use it to get like lyrics or something, or you use it to get like the beat, and then you learn how it wrote that song. Like you learn how to play those notes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like like you have the AI compose the song for you. You learn the song, maybe tweak it a little bit.
You're absolutely right.
You know,
yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. Who would know? Who would know?
It's like who would know that came from you and not the AI? Like, it's like if the AI program you're using has some sort of database online that keeps track of everything it wrote, then maybe. But like,
I mean, it's possible, but at the same time, like you said, if you're tweaking it, like, say you're slightly rewriting the lyrics.
Yeah,
or
I changed some lyrics, maybe switched which instruments were being used, changed a couple notes here and there, like.
Then it's yours. Like, I see no reason why it could not legally be yours.
Yeah, it's more of a gray area at that point. Like the more you change, the more your intellectual property it becomes. So because at that point you're taking like a public domain song and then making it into something that's uniquely yours. Like for example, if I take a character who's in the public domain, like somebody like maybe like Sherlock Holmes or Peter Pan or Tom Sawyer or something like that.
Stardust.
Like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Stardust Super Wizard.
Yeah. Well, like I don't know if he's public domain yet or not, but what I'm saying,
he's the original. But yeah, go ahead.
But what I'm saying is there's a thing in where people do this all the time. They take characters like stuff like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Like literally every character in that is public domain from somewhere, but they can still copyright it as the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and use those characters to make their own original story. It's the same concept.
Well, yeah, that was the whole point. Like that was the whole point of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah. So, could you imagine like a new age version of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, like post like 2035?
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Like if we made one of those modern day, it would have like fucking Steamboat Willie on it, fucking Winnie
Casper the Friendly Ghost and Superman, and for Felix the Cat. Just fucking
stuff like that.
It'd be mostly like 1930s cartoon characters.
Yeah, well, like Superman is going to be hitting public domain in like 2035.
Yeah,
and Bugs Bunny's going to be like right there with him. Like either the year before or the year after, something like that. Like, so.
But the thing is, though, is they'll chop it up and say,
you can be like, oh no, it's that specific version of the character, just like Steamboat Willie. They'll be like, yeah, we've made changes to Steamboat Willie, and so the modern day Mickey is still protected from being public domain,
they'll tell you, like in 2035, they'll say you can use Superman, but you can only use the one that's faster than a speeding bullet and is able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. The one that doesn't have light and heat vision and shit like that, like the original Superman, like the one that was looking down on people and treating them mean because he thought he was a god to them.
Yeah, and the thing is, I would use that Superman, and my characters will beat the ever-loving shit out of him. Like, and they'll be like, "Man, you sure are weak," and then they'll just toss him around like a sack of garbage,
Didn't you say your name was Superman?
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, it'll be great. I'm really, really looking forward to it. Like, just,
Man, Batman's also around that same time too, isn't he?
Yeah, Batman isn't going to be too far behind him, so it's kind of a You know, like.
And what's funny is that the fucking inspiration for Batman came from like 2 different movies. Like,
Yeah.
and like the inspiration for Joker was directly fucking ripped off from The Man Who Laughs.
Yeah.
That's one of those well-known facts.
Yeah, well, and Freakazoid was basically inspired by the Joker. They basically looked at the Joker and said, what if we took a hero what if we made a hero who was that insane?
Well, I mean, that's what the Creeper was supposed to be, but nobody gives a fuck about the Creeper.
Yeah. But yeah.
Well, slap me silly and call me Susan. I like the Creeper. I mean, heyo.
You're a rare breed. Hi, Siege.
Hi.
Heyo.
Hello.
I'm gonna finish this beer.
My
Who's
condolences
comment?
to your liver.
Huh. No, that was a decade ago. I don't drink nearly as much as I used to. Nearly as much. No, I got this is a Busch Light. This is the equivalent to like alcohol flavored water.
Yeah, I've heard all the jokes about that company, especially as of late. I can't relate, literally. I'm allergic to alcohol. Break out in handcuffs and profuse vomiting out of both ends.
Ah,
I'm only half joking, and you get to guess which half. Speaking of jokes, yes, I'd like to hear a joke. Your mom?
You're thinking.
What's the joke?
yeah, I mean it is Mother's Day.
Yeah.
In a minute.
Yeah, depending on which time zone you're in, it is Mother's Day already.
Oh, yeah, that was one of my favorite jokes as a teenager. Supposed to do it twice, right? Sorry, thanks for playing.
Ah, the light.
Yeah. No, still Saturday here as well, but you know. But, you
Oh,
know,
it's Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day somewhere right
it's
now.
Mother's Day somewhere, exactly. Like,
It's Mother's
I've only
Day.
ever been called a mother a few times. Ironically, my mother didn't understand the irony of calling me that or an SOB.
Oh, I mean, usually, yeah, it's usually whenever they call me like mother, they usually follow it up with a different
Oedipal
word.
reference. Usually an Oedipal reference, right?
Something to that effect.
yeah.
But, you know, I'm at that age where I'm fairly happy for friends of mine who have become mothers who wanted to be mothers. And I send them a friendly text, congratulate them or remind them of, hey, I think you're pretty awesome. I'm glad you've reproduced. I know that sounds clinical and goofy, but still.
Reproduction successful.
And the two humans embrace to celebrate the continuation of the species. There's actually a narrator's line like that in this movie I've got. It's called The Mating Habits of the Earthbound Human. Basically, it's kind of sort of a rom-com, but it's produced sort of like a nature documentary from the perspective of aliens watching the human mating and pair bonding ritual in the, well, what was modern times of the early 2000s.
Well, Stage, while you're here, I actually have a huge favor for you. I have to ask you. I need you to sit Hunger's ass down and watch all of X-Men '97.
Gee, great minds think alike. I was gonna propose us do that this coming Thursday when we hang out. As a quick
Because-
breather in between DC movies.
Well, because the season finale comes out, is out on Wednesday, and I want to fucking talk about this season because holy shit!
Yeah.
Like everything that they didn't do in the '90s show that they actually did in the '90s comics, they did in this show.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There was a moment, at the very, very end. I'm like, okay, why isn't he doing this to him? Then I had a gasp of horrific realization and almost sadistic glee when I realized, oh no, he's gonna do that, isn't he?
Dude,
And he does.
dude, Tyler Dayspring is coming. I'm so happy. He was my favorite fucking character. Like, and it's funny. You look up Tyler Dayspring. He is a nobody. He is a nobody in the ultimate scheme of X-Men, but he looks so fucking cool. And I used to have his action figure, and I think that's what made me like him the most, was having that toy. And it actually kind of like this whole like him in the comics, it's just, he's, like I said, he's a nobody, but it's just, I know he's coming. And I'm so excited because he's gonna get new figures.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exactly.
But I do know.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Nobody knows who he is. Tyler Dayspring is a nobody.
I'm
He's
happy
known
for you.
He's known for one thing specifically, and I can't say it because it's a spoiler.
Of course.
He's known for spoiler and redacted.
Yeah.
Redacted.
Yeah, and after another thing that happens in that most recent episode, I know that Classified is coming, and I can't comment any further other than just
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
All this shit's being set up. It's like trying to talk about Game of Thrones, like when you've read the books.
Right.
oh yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm going to have to start doing that when I talk to people about stuff. And I'm like, oh man, did you see spoiler and redacted and, you know,
Classified
yeah.
and
Yeah.
censored.
And withheld to avoid spoilage?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Caps, I'm right on it, like white on rice.
Yeah. Did
Or
did
I'll
you
jump
see
right on
spoiler withheld the other day? That was pretty incredible.
Or you could say I'll jump right on it like I did on prom night. Oh
Nah.
wait. Most of what I did on prom night was on a red cabinet. Her name was Metal Slug.
I mean, not everybody's date can be just awesome in bed. Some of them do be like heavy slugs. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's kind of an inside joke.
Whatever you
My
must
prom date went smoothly, except she was exhausted by the time we got to the after party, and there was like this hypnotist act going on, and she fell asleep before he even said the words, "You are getting very sleepy," so I had to take her home. I went back to the venue, which was this family fun center with arcade machines, mini golf, go-karts, and the whole bit, and I just went to the arcade and a whole bunch of tokens on the Metal Slug on the MVS they had there.
Emotional, damn it!
Anyway, last sigil, hello. How's it going?
Oh, I've been off. I've been sitting here just kind of. I forgot I even had Minecraft up, so it's just been like I got disconnected. I have no idea when I got disconnected.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
I've been fighting a head cold the past couple days.
So.
The cat was a perfect little nursemaid.
So I was talking to a guy at work today, and he said that in Mexico, Mother's Day isn't tomorrow. It was yesterday. Because in Mexico, Mother's Day is celebrated every year on May 10th, regardless of what day it falls on. But in the United States, it's always the second Sunday of May. So
Yeah.
so he's like, yeah, for because he's like, for my mom, Mother's Day was yesterday. He's like, but she's still making me take her out tomorrow.
Because she lives in the States, right?
Yeah, so she's getting both. I'm like, your mom knows what she's doing.
Oh, it's Mother's Weekend.
Right, yeah. Mother's 3-day weekend. Oh, man.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I know, it's too freaking funny. I got a good chuckle out of that one. Let's see here. There.
For one time, I was at a church, and the pastor wished me a happy Mother's Day, and I kind of gave him a odd look, and I said, "Oh, I let it slip." I said, "No, I've only been called a mother a few times." Kind of got glared straight out of there.
Alright.
Not my proudest moment.
I mean,
It was like being hit by the Care Bear stare, I imagine.
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if I stayed on the premises, I might have, burst into flames.
It's powerful Care Bear guilt tripping.
But what are we building and crafting today?
It's more pixel art.
Ooh. Graphical map of Hyrule?
No, it's going to be difficult to figure this one out, but especially based on what I've currently got done. But this one's going to be very large. This isn't even half. Like this map, it's not going to cover a whole lot of this. Build all of Tears of the Kingdom Hyrule in Minecraft. Oh, jeez.
Alright, Nick. Never gonna happen.
I mean, Caps Lock's working on building the areas from
all of
the
Koholint Island.
Awakening, Koholint Island. Please don't, you will go insane. So Caps Lock's working on doing another Legend of Zelda game. We've already got the Marsh Cave.
Final Fantasy, yeah, I remember that. Well, could you at least zoom out so I can take a look at it?
I mean, that's all there is so far, is this one corner. So,
Oh, I wouldn't be able to even hazard a guess if I can't see it from straight above. The angle is going to throw me off.
this is literally it. That's all there is.
Alright,
so
well,
far.
just looks like pixel vomit from here.
Uh-huh.
It pretty much
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. He said it's hard to tell what it is right now because there's just not that much of it done. Yeah. Let's see. Build a stable and call it a day. I already have a stable at my castle. It's pretty great. Let's see.
Oh, he won't go insane. He's already there.
You don't need to to come with me to the Casbah? We are already here.
I miss being able to joke about my apartment complex I used to live at. Crazy was literally up the street.
Whippable. I'm trying to figure out what slot Wolf Armor is on.
Oh.
Because I'm gonna fuck with it. Because that's what I do. I fuck with things.
Yeah, you fuck with slots. I mean,
Huh. Huh. Wolf.
So I got the Contra DLC for Vampire Survivors.
ah, yes.
$2.50 well spent.
Well, actually, that's a thing. That's a thing.
Glorious.
Bones. I have bones.
Look at the bones!
Yeah.
You are a happy dog now. Alright, so it's not. Dot. Chest. Where would we slot that chest? You know what, Hunger? I got an idea.
Build a stable and
I'm
call
gonna
it a
make
day.
I'm gonna make that Spark Pets book. Try to or turn it into a monster that attacks you.
What?
The Spark Pets book, like the
Uh-huh.
book that you get for Spark Pets.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna make it attack. I'm gonna make it attack the player. Just
Oh,
because.
jeez.
You'll see.
We keeping you up, Hunger?
No. Let's see. My Hero Academia Season 7 Episode 2 aired today. I mean, it's technically like Episode 6, but the first 4 episodes were recaps. And they're basically saying they're not counting those as part of the season. But yeah,
Well,
the second
good.
episode aired today, and spoiler, redacted, and, you know...
Insert.
yeah. Anyway.
As usual, I'll wait for the whole season to be ready,
Yeah.
even if it ends up being the series finale.
It was really good.
Okay, this, now that I can see this from up above, it still definitely looks like the map of something.
Let's see.
Anyone here besides me watch Young Sheldon?
What?
I guess not. I asked if anyone other than me watches Young Sheldon.
Oh.
The finale is this Thursday.
Oh. Okay.
I haven't seen it.
So I heard that Sony might be buying Paramount.
Wait, what?
Like Sony, you know, the Great Satan. I mean,
The Great
the
Satan.
you know, our new corporate overlords. I mean,
Yeah, I heard what you said. I'm just like,
Yeah, there's a bidding. I don't know if it's a bidding war or whatever, but it's
Right.
Sony and another company fighting over wanting to buy Paramount.
right. Well,
And-
and the scuttlebutt is that that Sony, if they buy Paramount, might break it up and then sell off some of the pieces. So it's possible that that Sony buys Paramount, but then sells off pieces like Paramount Plus and certain other assets that Paramount has, like ABC or not ABC, CBS. I think it's CBS.
Oh.
That they have. Anyway, but yeah, so that's kind of like Colbert was talking about it because because
They keep
his-
spun.
his network is part of the the Paramount family right now. So yeah, but he mentioned the young Sheldon and older Sheldon, but yeah, because he was talking about the different properties that Paramount currently has and everything. So but yeah.
It turns out that the series Young Sheldon isn't so much of a prequel as it is being packaged as Sheldon's memoir that he writes after the end of The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, okay.
'Cause he says something about, maybe I'll write a memoir. And then there's been clips of the 2-part finale where it's him doing exactly that and his wife shoulder surfing and calling him out on certain changes he was making.
That's
And thing is, there are some serious changes they made based as opposed to way certain things were described by Sheldon during the Big Bang Theory itself.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, did they retcon these things? Did they not pay attention to what Sheldon said about these events in the past during the main show?
Yeah.
It's like, why are they retconning all these things, and now it just kind of makes sense?
Yeah, because he's just changing them because he's writing his memoir.
Or it's, or it's literally how he remembers them based on certain traumas and stuff that he
Yeah.
through, or things he just completely misinterpreted.
Right. Oh man.
Nick, I can at least tell you that I've been able to watch Young Sheldon the past couple of years just by watching it off of the CBS website. I go to Google and I type in the name of a show, and about 7 out of 10 times I can just watch those episodes right off of their website.
Oh, speaking of watching stuff for free, Crunchyroll, to celebrate Annie May, they're offering a bunch of their shows free to watch. So I believe that means that there's certain anime that you can go on Crunchyroll's site and watch without subscribing to their service. So
That's
noticed
cool.
they
I mean,
it's like
I'm
bigger,
like
it's
900
bigger
episodes.
ticket ones, like Assassination Classroom and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, I know I've got you and one other person whose Crunchyroll accounts I could piggyback off of if I really needed to.
Right. Well, and Crunchyroll recently added profiles the way Netflix has, so that, like, let's say you're watching Crunchyroll with somebody, you can set a different profile up so that it keeps your progress with them separate from your progress on your own. You know?
Cool.
So it's helpful for remembering, like, you know, like who's, like which episodes you're on and everything like that. But,
Right. Yeah, Nick, I'm being serious, but that 70% ratio, that's just my mileage. Yours may vary greatly.
Uh-huh.
just like Jenny Craig.
Who?
No. Yeah. Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, that type of crap. It's where it's like, your results may vary. Yeah. Like
That's
literally every weight loss product ad ever. Just, you know, showing like some guy, it's like, I was 8,000 pounds and now I weigh like 150.
Thanks to the Richard Jenny instant weight loss diet.
Yeah.
Want to know what the Richard Jenny weight loss diet is?
No.
Stop eating, you fat bozo.
Anyway,
I've got some bad news.
yeah. But yeah.
I was cruising around all of my streaming services, including the one I'm going to have canceled at the end of the month. Ended up watching the first two episodes of Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes,
Oh, the animated one?
the one that you showed me years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
That awesome theme song.
That shit was good. I love that theme song. Like, I think they changed it after like the first season, but it was still a banger. Like, yeah. You know. Oh, man. But yeah, they did the whole scroll thing in that movie too. Or not that movie, that show. Like, bam. Oh, man. What the? Oh dear. Spark Pets.
What is that?
I did not know
Oh.
that would happen. Oh no. Cap's left the realm. He's upset now.
Told. Hunter.
What?
I'm born.
I know you said you were going to make a monster out of that book.
And then he says nothing.
Yeah, I think his internet's acting up.
Yeah, I think so too. Looked like he was talking with his mic muted.
Ooh, quiet.
Trying to concentrate.
Oh yeah, X-Men 97 is already greenlit for up to 3 seasons.
Well,
I only hope it can get followed up with a Spider-Man 98.
Here come the Spider-Man.
Astounding Arachno Dude.
Der Spider-Mannen. Alright. Starting to look better, I think.
Hunger the book moves.
The book, it moves.
Well, in 5 years, we'll have to send Kyle Reese back in time to protect Sarah Connor. Everybody set your clocks.
Jeez. Oh. Yeah, I love how optimistic some sci-fi movies are about like how fast development's gonna go on certain shit.
Still kind of want to smack Robert Zemeckis. He lied to me. He said that hoverboards were really a thing, but parental groups shut it down. Managed to get all the toy manufacturers to not do it. With the semi-recent enamorment with hot or spicy Cheetos?
I mean, they've just been there's just been, I think, advances in making it easier to make dry foods more spicy. So they, I think that's all it really is, because like they've been doing stuff like that with Doritos too. Yeah. Like you know, they have like flaming hot, they have like spicy Doritos, and then they have like the roulette Doritos,
Which I will never buy.
Yeah. Just casually munching through a bag, and then oh god.
Yeah.
Book. It
What about
lies. Check it.
Takis exist.
Check it.
Takis are.
The book,
Check
the
what?
book is flying. The book is flying. The book is
That's what you want
flying.
me to check. All right.
They fly now?
They fly now.
Run, bitch.
Well, I can't handle anything spicier than Tyson's bone-in hot wings. So, 99% of Takis I cannot handle.
If you leave
However-
my nephew out of this.
Eh? Oh, right. Yeah, I got it. Talking about the semi-controversial food-producing company.
Uh-huh,
Anyways, I tried the super duper cheddar Takis,
yeah.
and it was okay. I'm just like, if I want something super cheesy, I'll stick to my goldfish crackers. So yeah, I was just curious about why there's this sudden fascination about the spicy or flaming hot Doritos and Cheetos and such, because I keep seeing merchandise related to it.
Yeah.
Like I dip my head into Spencer's for the funny goofy gift ideas once in a while, and admittedly almost never buy anything there. But I'm seeing these giant plush pillows and throw blankets that look like the packaging for flaming hot Doritos and Cheetos. I'm just like, what is up with that?
Right. It's just like I've been seeing more merchandise like that, like but I've been seeing stuff like just for regular shit, like, you know, I've seen stuff like Snuggies that have like the Mountain Dew or Cheetos logo on them, you know, or just Doritos, you know. So it's like, you know, I think it's just an uptick in Frito-Lay merch in general, you know.
Alrighty then.
Like they're just doing more merchandising with their brand logos and whatnot. Like maybe people would like to have this with our logo on it. You know. Yeah, no, there are certain cultures that do enjoy their food a lot spicier. And when you have a culture that's making their food spicy from like like giving it to their kids at an early age, then those kids grow up wanting things really spicy. You know. Like,
Okay, I get it now.
So, but yeah, like
So they're aiming for a demographic.
Yeah, Indian food can be really spicy too. Like that's where curry comes from, is Indian cooking. So, like,
Oh yeah, I ate from a place called Taste of India once, and
and your tongue was never the same again.
well, no, I told them that I can't stand anything remotely spicy, and they said, "Oh no, we have some yogurt stuff. You'll like it." I'm like, okay, but little did I know that yogurt is like has tons of lactose in it,
Oh, yeah,
and so it's a super condensed one apparently, and I was sick for 3 days. Not only did I stain the porcelain, I'm pretty sure I made the paint lose a couple shades of brightness in my bathroom.
Yep.
I'd have taken a year or two off my life too.
You know, honestly, with how they revere the bovine, it's kind of funny that they're using dairy like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're not doing any harm.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, you know, according to PETA, they are, but yeah, like, it's like if you're
PETA's a bunch of
I know.
maniacs.
like, you know, like the
Yeah.
vegans and whatnot. Oh, you know, you're harming the cow by milking it. It's like, actually, you know, if that milk
Wait,
doesn't
what?
get extracted
Actually?
somehow,
What the hell did I just walk in on?
and
I don't know, the mix with PETA, I don't know.
talking about vegans and shit like
Vegan-
that, like. You know,
Whatever.
oh, you know,
Yeah.
I don't drink milk because it harms the cow by milking it. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
basically.
it can be harmful to the cow if you don't milk it, like when it's got milk in there. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they're like, but
Yeah.
it's not the cow's decision to get pregnant. It's getting, it's, you know, it's these farmers trying to make it produce more milk and blah blah blah. It's just, this whole, you know,
Yeah, it's stupid. I never understood the whole.
Right.
I can somewhat understand the argument for like. I mean, I still eat meat, no, but I eat beef. I should say chicken, fish. Clarify. But unlike last time, I said that. But no. With milking though, it's like, or milk. I don't understand how that can hurt an animal. Like,
yeah,
it makes no sense to me personally.
liberate beef.
Oh yeah. Basically, PETA is a terrorist organization posing as an animal rights charity,
Uh-huh.
and they've
Yeah,
been
there's
known
plasmas
to
over
literally
PETA.
steal people's animals from them
Yeah. I was
under
gonna
the
say.
guise of saving them from cruelty and other such travesties.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah. But yeah, like there's like some of the logic on some of these people. Anyway. This one broad told me that we are the only animals that drink milk after we've been weaned. She used that as an argument to not drink milk. Okay, so cats will drink milk if you give it to them. I think just we're the ones who figured out how to extract it. Like, you know, it's not that other animals won't drink it if they get the chance. You know.
But just like most humans, cats are also lactose intolerant.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, don't you have to, like, make a formula for a type of milk in order for cats to drink it?
in order for it to drink it without any side effects, you mean? Anyway.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, well, the thing is, since I have to pay nearly $9 a gallon for my milk because it's ultra pasteurized, and it's for people who are lactose intolerant but love breakfast cereal like it's, you know, manna from heaven.
Okay.
Anytime I treat dear little Sammy to a few milliliters of milk, I don't have to worry about her having gas.
Right. So, Elite trainer boxes for Scarlet and Violet sets normally retail at $49.99, so $55 is too high. $40 is well below what they're supposed to be at. So they have, Elite Trainer boxes haven't retailed at $40 since a couple of years ago, before Scarlet and Violet came out. When they produced the Scarlet and Violet sets for the trading card game, they added another card to every booster pack, or not? No, they didn't add another card. They changed the ratios on the booster packs. Excuse me. They changed the ratios, the rarity ratios on the booster pack, and made it more common to get like alt-art and full frame cards. I mean, if you look at, if you're finding Sword and Shield ETBs, then 40's retail. But for newer ones, it should be $49.99. Because prices went up. Yeah.
Everything but wages.
Yeah, Amazon might have them for $40, but that's probably like wholesalers trying to heat them.
Yeah, if Walmart's selling any of those for $40, they're probably bullying their way into that price point.
Right.
Wait, which game?
Pokemon
TCG.
trading card game.
Okay, I know we were talking about Pokemon. I blanked out for a bit because someone was DMing me and blowing that up.
But yeah, basically, if they have it for less than $49.99, it's because they're intentionally going to retail.
Yeah, they do that. Walmart does that.
They're basically willing to lose money on it, or not make as much money, rather, because they're probably not losing money.
Yeah.
They're probably just willing to take less money for it in order to get rid of it, since they
right.
Yeah.
Because you can still see. I searched for it, and I'm still seeing some at $49.99 online. We sell them at $49.99 in the store. The Sword and Shield ones we sell at $39.99. TCG Player, you can find the Paradox Rift ETBs for like $29.99. But that's TCG Player and secondary market stuff. So that's more of the people dictating what they're willing to pay for it, rather than the price actually being that. So anyway.
Yeah, that's
But yeah.
Walmart. I mean, that's something I never understood, but I'm glad he clarified it. Because I was gonna they do it with some games too. Like some games I've seen at my Walmart, they're selling for $49.99 that are like $59.99 normal. They've been like $10 cheaper.
Walmart occasionally will go through this thing where it will just charge $10 less for games, even though they're kind of losing money on it.
Yeah.
Because the idea is that they think that they're going to get you into the store to buy games, and then you'll buy something else.
That's sort of like Black Friday loss leader tactics there,
loss
but
leader logic, but
yeah.
Either that or they're getting a really good deal on them, but I don't know what I don't know what Walmart's distribution looks like. I don't know what their cost basis looks like, what their margins are. Because I know that occasionally Walmart can negotiate some really stupid deals from some of these distributors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could go into more detail, but that's the gist of it.
Yeah.
On the other side, Walmart is known for bullying various manufacturers into giving them a better deal, because they know that they're the biggest name in retail, and you could sell. You should sell us this billion copies of this thing and throw in an extra bonus. Otherwise, we won't put it on the shelf. And often than not, the manufacturer will scramble to meet those demands because that's too big of a pie to not be part of.
Right, because they're willing to take a few dollars per unit cut in order to sell a billion freaking copies of whatever it is. That's the type of crap that Walmart can do with their purchasing power. So
Guitar Hero 3 was the biggest one I remember hearing about, because people were buying it like launch night, midnight at Walmart, and every one of the copies I saw that night were all bundles that had 2 guitars and the game, and it was like $20 more than just buying the game itself if you already had enough plastic guitars cluttering up your place. I just thought that was ridiculous. Word on the street was that Walmart basically bullied Activision doing it, and Vision said, "Oh, sure, no problem. Extra crap, no problem."
Yeah, like I said.
Take it easy, Quinn.
Right.
Right, but
But yeah, like I said, it's something where, Walmart has that type of purchasing power, and to the point where they kind of get special treatment over what.
Okay, I love you. Bye bye.
What other retailers get, in a lot of areas. For example, when it comes to like street dates on books, for example, or street dates on trading card game product, things like that. If the store that I work at wants to sell a book or a trading card game product, we have to make sure that we very strictly keep the street date on it. Otherwise, if they find out that we've sold it before the street date, they could potentially revoke our ability to order more from them from that company in the future. Which would impact our ability to do business. Walmart, nobody will dare do it. Nobody will dare sanction Walmart in the slightest when it comes to shit like that. I think the last time
They've gotten in trouble. They've gotten in trouble multiple times from various companies because of some stupid employee accidentally breaking the street date.
Yeah, I think the last time that Walmart really cared about observing street date, because I know they do on video games usually, but the last time I think they really got in trouble for it, was Harry Potter, because they were like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter, we can break street date on it. They found out, they fucked around and found out, that type of thing.
Yeah, but nowadays it gets really stupid because there's this Lego set that our buddy James Draken was kind of eyeballing, and I saw it on the shelf, and basically this was attempted 3 different times at 2 or 3 different locations, and it was supposed to actually not be released until 2-3 weeks later, which is really stupid because it was in a holiday stocking stuffer type of thing, or like impulse gift item thing, not quite a stocking stuffer.
right.
But yeah, it was really silly, stupid. Finally, we found. Oh, and I even tried to order it online for it to be shipped to my place, and yeah, the order was canceled. I got a refund. Had to apologize to my friend. I don't know what the heck's going on. Then we find out that there was a street date issue, and people were just stocking it way too early.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no,
So,
Walmart breaks street date all the time, especially on card product. But like I said, most companies are too afraid to hold them to account for it because they're not going to be like, oh well, you can't order our products anymore. And Walmart would be like, okay, we'll put something else on the shelf then. Thanks, bye. And it won't hurt Walmart at all. Meanwhile, they're losing out on all those sales that they could have gotten from Walmart.
Dude, Walmart is. Are we talking about how bad Walmart is? Because I could pitch in some stories on that. Because I used to work there as a stalker.
Hunger and I both did our time in the most wretched hive of scum and villainy known as Walmart.
Go ahead, Aqua, and shovel some more shit in that fire.
Yeah, I was like, I got a story. Okay, this is the big one. This is the one that actually made me hate them. So I was working there. It was just the only thing they had available were part-time stocking jobs at the time. So basically, they were just what I had applied for originally was something more permanent, which was available, but they're like, oh, the quickest way we can get you on is as a temp because we need temps for the holidays. Basically, just saying I'm disposable at any point, including all the other guys I worked with. I'm pretty sure like they only kept 2 of them. I did a decent job. I wouldn't say I was the best worker, but I got my work done on time. So when I was taking a bunch of cardboard that, mind you, was horribly stacked onto the pallet to like the baler, thanks to it being horribly stacked, I tried the best I could to fix the mess they made, but I couldn't in time. They just told me to go. I was like, okay. And so what happens is a giant 4K TV in its box falls down, hits me on like the ball on my knee. It actually sprained my ankle, knee, ankle. It sprained my ankle. I was out of work for a few days. I even filed a claim and everything, and they then had the audacity to tell me that, oh, I missed too many work days because so they just let me go after that, and I was like, oh, okay, so yeah, they suck. But to hear about the way they treat their people who are their suppliers, I guess, I'm not surprised.
Well, yeah, like basically, you know,
Should take a lesson from Mr. Piccolo. Should have simply dodged it.
Yeah.
No TV is worth your life or your.
Yeah.
limbs.
Actually, you're right. I should have dodged it because I tried to catch it because I was afraid I was gonna get, in trouble for an expensive TV possibly breaking. So yeah, I should have dodged it, but no, I tried to catch it. I almost did, but that bitch was heavy because I got it at an angle. So kind of my fault, but yeah, it's in the past. Just felt like sharing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel for you, but
You
it
gotta put your
just goes with the
behind in your
territory.
pants.
Boy, I say, boy, if you don't dodge that there TV, I'm gonna...
Oh man.
Did you see that video of like the I don't remember his name, but the rooster guy from Looney Tunes? He's like, yeah, Foghorn Leghorn. He's talking to Edward Elric and Alphonse. He's like, boy, I say, boy, when I said you cost yourself an arm and a leg, I didn't mean it literally. Or something. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's been like a meme lately, is making memes of like Foghorn Leghorn chewing out anime characters for like, yeah.
Boy, I say, boy, I know that Donald Donzo there, dear, made your brother destroy your whole clan, but it doesn't mean you gotta genocide the whole village. They didn't do nothing wrong.
But yeah, no, there's really funny ones, but like, there's been a bunch of people doing like videos on it that keep showing up in my damn YouTube feed. Like,
you're great. Some of them actually are funny.
Last
Well, gee, I hope the dude's truck was a jerk then.
Last Sigil says that he claims that he smashed some dude's truck with a forklift.
Oh god. Jeez. Yeah, forklift certifications are a thing. Oh yeah, one of the guys I worked with said that Sam's Club is even worse than Walmart to work at as a stalker. Because he told me they had to like, one of the things they would have to do is get on a forklift if they're forklift certified and go like super high to like these really tall shelves on one of those elevating forklifts, and he said it would wobble a bit sometimes. And there were sometimes other like customers or workers would accidentally bump into it. And I'm just like, bruh, at that point I'd quit. Like, your life isn't worth like $15 an hour or something. Like, yeah. I mean, he did quit. He moved over to Walmart, which is like, it's a little better, but I don't know. There's probably other grocery stores you can work at that aren't as bad.
Yep. Well, you know. You're too late, Sonic. I'm now forklift certified.
Oh god, we can start with Eggman's voice actor, man. Oh. Yeah. I don't feel like bringing that up, actually. I don't want this to get political, but yeah, Eggman's voice actor's, he's interesting.
Oh, man.
Eggman's funny little character.
Well, at least at your Walmart, they didn't try to make you work off the clock.
Oh wait, they did that to you? Oh, that sucks.
And it was right after. It was right after it made big news, having to pay out like $1 billion in a class action lawsuit for doing that very thing.
Right.
Wow, it's ridiculous.
Right. See, what you do
is you clock out and then you exit through the back loading areas, or the people with the forklifts and the stocking is going, or the overnight stocking is about to begin. This was back when they were way back in the year 2000, literally, when
I was born that year.
they were still back in the Stone Age before you existed. So yeah. So it'd be the end of my shift, and the guy who would repeatedly do this to me, he'd say, "Okay, go ahead, clock out and do some zoning in baby area." I'm like, "Okay, sure, no problem, chief."
Wow.
And I go in the back. I'd take off my handy dandy vest, put it inside of a Walmart bag, a plastic bag, walk out, and then use the entire back area to skirt through the rest of the store, and then walk straight out the entrance.
Yeah, that is holy. Yeah, not even my Walmart was that bad. Then again, modern day versus early 2000s. I know they used to be worse because one of my friends, his dad got fired from them for stupid reasons. But yeah, that just sounds ridiculous because I remember there was a thing saying, well, whenever I was training, the training videos there was like something like, oh, you're not allowed to do any work if you're not wearing a vest. So that lawsuit must have hit them hard if they had to make that a mandatory rule. Like, oh no, you're actually going to get in trouble if you're working off the clock. Yeah.
Right. Well, the thing is, and that wasn't even the first employer that I dealt with that tried to act like the Emancipation Proclamation was just the name of a fly-by-night one-hit wonder Korean hip-hop boy band. It was like the second or third in a row. So nowadays, when I'm hearing people say no one wants to work anymore, I'm like, yeah, no one wants to work, no one wants to be treated like a literal slave anymore.
Yeah. I'd say the best type of jobs you can get are usually self-employment, and it's more actually easier than you think. You don't have to just be a programmer or anything. You could do, car. I mean, if you trust people in your car, you can do stuff. I mean, not Uber. Uber pays nothing. Don't do anything like Uber. They don't pay crap. Aren't you
pretty sure that in my situation I literally can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched that John Oliver bit on Uber Eats, and he was basically saying that the only people that shit's good for, like Uber Eats and DoorDash, is the customer. Like, everybody else is basically not making anything. Like, the drivers don't make shit, the companies themselves aren't making anything.
Yeah.
They're basically, they're in the stage right now where they're just trying to corner the market on it, so that once they have the market dominated, they can raise prices however they want. Which is basically like what Uber and Lyft did. They got rid of all the taxis by being cheaper, and then they went, okay, now we're just gonna raise prices as much as we want.
Yeah, because they are the market now.
Yeah. I did work for them for a little bit, but it was just because I was trying to make some money on the side, which it helped a little bit, but. And I stopped working for him because it sucked. But yeah, thankfully I have a method of transportation, but if I'm ever in a situation where I have to order DoorDash, I'm gonna at least tip them $5 because that is ridiculous. Like,
yeah, but no, like I had a roommate one time, and he was working Uber and Lyft like on the weekends, and he was making really good money at it. Because it was like the summer or whatever.
Oh,
so
yeah,
he
that.
decided, or no, it wasn't the summer. It was college was still in, and he was making good money, and so he decided, oh, I'm making enough money, I can quit my regular job and just do that.
Oh.
And so,
oh no.
So he quit his job, and then the summer hit, and school went out, and suddenly there weren't a bunch of drunk college kids to shuttle around, and he's like, oh, I don't have any money now.
That's.
And I'm
it's always recommended.
To be fair,
yeah.
To be fair, the day job was stiffing him on his payment as well, so it was kind of a rock and a hard place situation.
Yeah, but anyway.
What I recall.
Yeah, he was doing fine at the day job, but anyway.
I don't know much about that situation, so I'll take Hunger's word for it. But
But yeah, he just thought he could make more money if he was doing Uber/Lyft full time, and then, or, you know, like he was doing Uber, I think. But anyway, but he thought he could make more doing that full time than the other thing. And then, you know, anyway, so at the end of the year, you know, he goes to do his taxes, and the tax professional like looks at all of his expenses because he cataloged all of his expenses, you know, the gas and all that shit, and they looked at how much you made, and they're like, okay, you broke even. You know, you don't know any taxes. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
thankfully.
But like I said, he didn't make any money though. He just broke even. Like he made enough to cover his expenses, and that was it.
Oh,
like,
that's
literally
so no
all
spending money, no spending money.
Like so, yeah,
making
he was
fun.
just
Wow.
friggin', you know.
That sounds miserable. Yeah, so
Yeah.
definitely don't. The point is, don't forget what I said about ride sharing. That's not. There are many ways of self-employment, and there are even some jobs out there where you work for a company, but you don't have to have a boss, like contract work, stuff like that. There's plenty of good jobs out there.
Double-edged sword, because the reason that so many employers like contract work is because they don't have to like pony up for like insurance benefits and shit like that.
I didn't know about that part. Okay,
so yeah, like Uber and Lyft drivers are fighting to get to be not contract labor because they want the benefits that real employees get. But at the same time, it's the fact that they're contract labor that makes it so to where they can just get hired with next to no scrutiny and, you know, do whatever.
Yeah,
you know.
Well,
so
honestly, with the amount DoorDash, I mean, with the amount all those DoorDash, whatever, ride sharing, food delivery, the amount they pay you, because I've worked for DoorDash before, it's not worth it because you're basically going to be spending a majority of that money on gas and then the rest on like $1 meals, like, you know.
Well, there's a lot of DoorDash drivers that have just stopped accepting trips that don't have a tip on them.
Yeah, I can't blame them.
Because there's a lot of people who will be like, "Oh, I'll tip when you get there," and these people have learned that a lot of the time, you know, when they get there, there's no tip waiting for them, so they just, you know.
Yeah, it's like
the convenience and service fees and such that are slapped onto every Uber Eats or DoorDash order is more than enough to be a decent tip in and of itself.
Not for the driver.
Which is what. Right, I know that, but that's part of the people's main gripe.
Right, but the thing is, it's still a pretty good deal for the people considering what you normally pay in delivery charges for most restaurants. But yeah, it's something where the reason that those charges from restaurants are high for delivery is because it costs a lot of money to maintain a car. You know.
Like if you're going to be any type of delivery driver.
The drivers don't get any money for wear and tear.
Right, I know. That's
but sadly.
But what I'm saying is that, like, you know, the delivery, like, like, let's say you're running like a Pizza Hut or a Domino's and you have a delivery driver, right? The driver is making a wage, right? You know, they're getting paid like an actual like wage, and sometimes it's minimum wage, but you know they're at least making a wage, and then they're getting tips on top of that. But when you're talking about like Uber Eats and Lyft and stuff, the driver is being paid by the delivery, and a lot of the time they're not making anywhere near the type of money that a regular delivery driver is making hourly because regular delivery drivers are getting paid even if there's not a delivery to do right that minute. You know, I was watching I watched a video earlier, and it was a malicious compliance video. You know, it's one of those videos where it's just somebody basically doing dramatic readings of Reddit posts. You know, but basically this guy was a pizza delivery driver, and he was working for like Domino's or some shit. And one of the requirements of the job is that in between deliveries you're supposed to fold boxes. Well, this guy had already folded a whole bunch of boxes, and they had like enough boxes to last them like definitely through the night and everything. And so he's just sitting around because waiting for the next delivery because he'd already folded a bunch of boxes, and the manager comes out and starts yelling at him and tells him he needs to go fold boxes. And so, they get heated and everything, and he's finally like, all right, fine, you want me to go fold boxes? I'll go fold some fucking boxes. So he goes back into the shed where they keep all their boxes, and he starts folding, like basically he just doesn't stop folding boxes. He just keeps folding boxes, and anytime another delivery driver comes in, he's like, no, I got this. So he just keeps folding fucking boxes. And he's basically just stacking boxes from floor to ceiling in this thing. And, anyway, when he runs out of room inside of the shed, he takes them inside and starts stacking them inside because that particular manager has gone home for the day and won't be back until, like, the following Monday. It's like a Friday night, And so every shift the guy does, he's just, in between deliveries, he's just folding as many freaking boxes as possible. So the manager gets to work on Monday, and he calls the guy, and he's like, did you fold all these boxes? He's like, yeah. He's like, why the fuck did you do that? And he's like, you told me to fold boxes. And he's like, you asshole, I have to inventory all those.
Good.
It's like, well,
maybe don't treat your employees like crap.
So he's like, anyway,
just following orders.
Yeah, so anyway, he ended up telling that delivery driver, he's like, you never have to fold boxes again. And the funny thing is, for like the next week or two, nobody had to fold boxes because he folded over 1,000 of them.
This is what that guy that
but the thing with the inventory count is because like he was just stacking them on top of stuff in the shed, like he couldn't get like an accurate count without like literally pulling them all out. And like and the thing is the corporate gets really anal retentive about the box count because they're like, oh, one box equals one pizza, so if one box is missing, somebody stole a pizza, that type of thing, and if there's a bunch of boxes missing, then that means that theft is high at that location, like you got the employees stealing pizzas, so yeah, so it's just funny.
Funny. They wouldn't have to worry about me stealing any pizzas because Domino's is like salt, 90% salt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it really depends on the branch with some pizza chains. I personally like Domino's pizza most of the time, unless it's their dessert pizza.
For Domino's, it's weird because I agree with you on that because for Domino's, it's weird. It might be an area-based thing because. Sometimes I'll order pizzas from Domino's and I'll be fine, but sometimes the same exact Domino's in my town, I'll order the same exact pizza that I got last time. No differences with it, and I'll get sick the next day.
Yeah, well,
so
sometimes, I feel like sometimes it's like things like the temperature and stuff like that.
Yeah,
how long did they leave that dough out to rise, that type of thing, so.
Yeah, sometimes the Domino's in my town is so weird. Sometimes they'll actually make the pizza, and sometimes they'll half-ass it. So it really depends.
Yeah, it's something where when you're talking about restaurants and stuff, like I said, so Papa John's, at least the Papa John's that I've had, has been pretty terrible compared to other pizza places in my experience. Like the crust, I feel, is not good. But again, it could just be my Papa John's near me. I don't know if they're using too much wheat flour or some crap. It tastes like cardboard. Like the crust just they're like better ingredients, better pizza. I'm like, how is cardboard a better ingredient? Like
the worst pizza in my town is Pizza Hut. The Pizza Hut in this town sucks. They're literal cardboard. Like it actually has that cardboard texture to it.
It was the same way with the Domino's Oreo pizza when they this was I don't think they even offer this anymore, but they used to have an Oreo dessert pizza, and it was just fucking terrible. Like it wasn't like an actual pizza crust with Oreos on it. It was just a dessert pizza made with Oreos, but it didn't taste good at all. Like it was just like
I don't even like Oreos to begin with.
it was like
so,
somebody
yeah.
scattered a bunch of Oreo bits on top of a chunk of cardboard and said, "Here, eat this."
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
you know, and I'm just
Hardcore Oreos for
no.
I will say though, something that is pretty good from Domino's is the those chocolate cakes that have like the melted chocolate inside them.
I'm not saying everything
those
from
are
Domino's is
great,
bad. I'm just saying that
thankfully I've never had the
they've had some
Oreo
fuck
pizza
ups.
because that sounds Oreo sounds awful. Like,
it was
Oreos
awful.
on their own are meh, but as a
actually
pizza, it's
terrible.
cute.
Like, you know, Oreos by themselves aren't that bad,
Yeah.
but like it's one of those things. I don't eat them anymore just because of how
I
unhealthy
do.
they are. But
Yeah,
it's
I
just,
did when I was
you
a
know.
kid, but now I don't. I can't
no,
really stand them
I
anymore.
used to
Too much
dunk them in
sugar.
milk and eat the shit out of those as a kid. But,
Yeah.
but the
Classic
thing is,
good
I think
old
there's
days.
other like imitator cookies that are better. You know.
Yeah, they have like.
You know, I like the chocolate
Yeah.
on chocolate ones. Like, you know,
Yeah,
it's like
I
chocolate
like those
cream
shiny.
in the middle, and you know.
I like those shiny Oreo cookies.
Right.
the golden
Right.
Oreos
Yeah,
are the only
golden
one. They're
wafers,
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So
gold
yeah,
wafers.
I feel like there's better ones. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I ate some golden Oreos. Good.
they're great, especially with milk.
I do like that one commercial where it was like basically the joke was that it's like how Oreo got its name, you know. And they're all trying the new cookies and like, you know, and they're like trying to brainstorm names for them, and like they look over at this guy and he's got his mouth full, and they're like, what do you got? And he's like, Oreo.
Oh my god, dude, that is wild. I would facepalm right now that I'm eating.
That one was a stretch, though. That was such a stretch.
I know. Yeah.
That's great.
They're like, it's brilliant. You're a genius. You know. But yeah.
He's just going, huh?
But yeah, like.
Oh.
But yeah, like. You know, just shit like that. You know, like I love those types. I love that type of marketing when they have a sense of humor about shit like that. You know, it's like
Instead
we know
of
our
just-
name is silly, that type of thing. You know, I love that type of marketing with marketing.
Yeah.
Actually,
humor.
people north of OKC who can see the Aurora Borealis?
Yeah, we were talking about that
Crazy.
earlier in the stream.
Oh wait, what?
There's a solar magnetic storm that's causing the aurora to be visible farther south.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool.
I didn't think it was going to happen here.
Yeah,
I'm going to go check out the window.
You can see it as
Oh,
far
wait.
south as Alabama.
Oh my
It's
God,
just
wait,
been
dude.
overcast today.
I'm probably not going to be able to see it then. I'm in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Give me.
depending on what
I'll
part
be
of
back in a
Texas you're
sec.
in.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. But
I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth area,
Okay.
so
At this time of the day,
Oh.
in this part of
I was gonna say.
the entirely kitchen.
I live in the center of
Can I see it?
Mississippi. So I'm gonna be able to see it.
yeah,
I
it's.
know.
But yeah,
I'm gonna be
up here where I'm at, it's really overcast right now. I think so. I don't know if we'll be able to see it tonight, but
Yeah, I probably won't be able to see it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll check out my weather app actually. I doubt
The
that'll
best
help me at
dessert
all.
pizza is just a giant cookie with ice cream. Yeah,
Yeah.
legit, legit.
The ultimate
actually.
dessert.
Like that's
Right.
literally that.
The ultimate dessert.
That's actually smitten. Those freaking jumbo cookies that
Oh, I'm under a flood watch right now. Apparently, even though it's not raining, that makes total sense.
Flood watch. Huh?
What?
My phone app is weird. My phone's
Oh.
weather app is weird. I have an iPhone, so it's
Oh.
iOS weather app. Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, I don't get to see
Depending on where
anything.
the thing is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really overcast out right now. I think so.
Yeah, I think
Unless-
at 1 it says clear skies at
Yeah.
1 a.m. So pretty
So
soon.
yeah, if the clouds clear up, we might be able to
Yeah. I'm gonna
snap.
actually. I'm gonna go check outside. I doubt I'm gonna see anything because I live in one of those neighborhoods that has lampposts. Kind of blocks out the stars already.
Yeah.
So
Banana
A
storm
little bit of
playing
light
in the
pollution
background.
to
By the
ruin your
way.
day.
Yeah, I have. Sadly, I have light pollution. I don't get to go into the backyard and stare. I would love to do that someday. Just look at. Actually, that's yeah. I don't want to get into another. I don't want to get off topic. So you guys continue talking.
Yeah.
Well, speaking
was-
of being off topic, I just scrolled past one of the cutest mother-daughter pictures ever. It's Mia Jovovich and her daughter holding up a multi-pass prop in a similar pose to when pose was made in The Fifth Element.
Oh,
And it's
Oh,
mother's movie photo over the daughter's selfie photo, and it's really cute.
jeez.
Nice.
Daughter has her hair cut real short and dyed pink.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
I have no idea what any of that is, thankfully. So,
Oh, you haven't seen The Fifth Element?
nope, I don't.
Oh man,
I don't know what that
It's a
is.
classic.
it's a movie. It's like a heavy sci-fi sort of a film.
Oh,
But it's
Directed
not-
by Luc Besson, starring Mia Jovovich, who was his wife at the time, or at least his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Starred Bruce Willis and Chris Tucker and I think Gary Oldman. Not totally sure, but what's his name? I think it was Marky Mark or Luke Perry had a short cameo at the very beginning of it. Basically, an entity of ultimate evil is hurtling towards the Earth, and the titular Fifth Element is the only thing that can ultimately stop it. And Fifth Element ends up crash landing in Bruce Willis's character's lap, and hijinks and adventure and action and everything ensues. And it's notable for the fact that the main protagonist and either the main antagonist or the main antagonist Monkey never actually. I mean, they'll technically literally cross paths, but they never actually see each other or speak to each other.
Yeah.
It was very clearly written by a teenage Luc Besson, who never expected to be able to make it into a movie, and yet it did.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's a beloved sci-fi flick that everybody should have in their collection.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
I might check it out. I like sci-fi stuff.
It also
So,
brought
I
up
will.
such great lines as multi-pass.
Oh, that's what that's from.
In Dallas Multipass.
But, yeah.
Nice. I'll watch that sometime. Speaking of movies,
Look
Yeah,
at-
watch it in the
hold
best.
Hold on.
speaking of sci-fi, what?
Hold on. I'm gonna post this in Stream Team. It's the fucking movie poster. Guess what they're imitating? Hang on.
Oh god.
Die Hard.
No,
Yeah.
it's definitely meant to look like
Oh.
the Star Wars movie.
Oh no, I see it now. The Han Solo and yeah, the I see that.
Yeah,
The Emperor
like,
Palpatine in the back.
Like the
Yeah,
way that they
that's-
did the New Hope.
Yeah, I see it now. I see that the thing that I noticed the most is the pose he has with the gun. It's pretty sure it's the same as Han Solo's pose with the. I think wasn't that Han Solo or I don't remember. I don't know. It's been forever since I've seen that movie. Whatever the character's name was, the one played by Harrison Ford.
Yeah, like just some of the poster art and everything that they did for A New Hope looks very
Oh,
similar.
wait, is that the? Is
Yeah.
that the? Oh wait,
That's
sorry.
It's Mia Jovovich and her
I
daughter.
was gonna say,
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say, is that the actor for Child Black Widow from the movie? Or is that just someone else? She kind of looks like the one on the bottom. Kind of looks like the young Black Widow, like the flashback in that movie or whatever.
Yeah, it's really funny
Time-
how
Time when
how different movies will try to imitate
Huh.
that art style from Star Wars. You know, like the old Star Wars posters.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
here we go. Like, it's, here's a good example of that type of imitation.
Oh yeah, Transformers the movie.
Yeah, but look at how closely that mirrors that Star Wars poster above it, though. Like,
yeah, all the
Yeah, that's very close.
like,
the movie had like
yeah.
the movie had that character. That's cool.
But yeah, but like I said, that's just one of the different pieces of art that they did for that movie. But it's just funny to see the companies try to imitate that Star Wars art style from some of their posters and whatnot. Oh, there's a trailer.
I like there was Unicron in the background. That's cool.
Yeah,
I kind of want to watch that movie. I like Unicron. He's cool. He's basically just Galactus but cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be right back. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can see the Aurora Borealis.
Okay.
I doubt it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be right back to any of those to see if I can see as well.
Gotta check, man.
I saw it yesterday.
Hello, Spark Universe. I mean, it's a hell of an opportunity if you live in an area where you can see it in the sky, because it's like, you can see it, and you don't have to freeze your ass off, So, nice. It's a nice opportunity,
I'm getting tired of seeing out on all these astronomical phenomenon.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I was reading an article about it earlier. It says that we may actually be able to continue seeing them even through next week, depending on conditions. So
Magneto really did fuck with the atmosphere.
Because, let's see here.
A little spoilery there, Caps.
Anyway,
Yeah, I don't see anything out there.
but yeah, so the New York Times had an article about it. Let's see.
At this time of year and this time of day in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
But yeah, let's see. Aurora is expected to continue into next week. Here we go. NBC News.
Oh.
Let's see. Let's see. Severe storm levels are expected on Sunday. Active to severe storm levels on Monday. Unsettled to minor storm levels on Tuesday. And that was the solar storm forecast published on Saturday. So we could be able to see them through like Tuesday.
Through Tuesday.
Yeah. So it says solar activity accelerates electrons as they aim for Earth and ultimately collide with oxygen and nitrogen atoms and molecules in the upper atmosphere. The collisions with the gases in the upper atmosphere create the wondrous colors of an aurora sky. So.
Okay.
Let's see.
Nothing's outside right now, so.
Yeah. Let's see. The intensity of geomagnetic storms has pushed the viewing area farther south this weekend, with reports of sightings in Louisiana, Alabama, and Mississippi. Let's see. Starting on May 7th, we had a new moon. So right now the moon is relatively small, so it's going to make it easier to see. But it's going to keep getting bigger as the days go on. So, because right now it's like in a fifth, something like that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh wait,
Anyway.
a fifth what?
A fifth full. Anyway.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, yeah, I saw, I don't know if it was, there's still some clouds in the sky, but I saw off in the distance, I might have vaguely saw it, because the right horizon, the horizon, it's 102 right now, and I see lights in the horizon, so I saw it. It was just very covered by clouds.
Yeah, the half the sky is covered with clouds on my end, so I can see it.
Yeah.
There usually aren't lights off in that distance, so.
Yeah.
I doubt street lamps
Oh, wow.
are that wide.
There's a picture. There's a picture. It's from Scotland.
Oh, I wanna.
Here, let me show this
wonder how it
picture
looks.
in Stream Team because this is from Scotland.
Oh, that looks beautiful, man.
Doesn't
Like
it
a
though?
purple
Like
sky.
with the way
Yeah.
the clouds are, and
Dude.
the memorial in the foreground is called the Commando Memorial. But yeah, it's, Spain Bridge, Scotland.
Lord, Scotland.
But yeah, like that was really
That's cool. That's cool.
really
Yeah.
a really nice picture.
Yeah.
Just the way that the clouds are framed and everything, like, you know, the photographer did a wonderful job on that. I'm not going to show it on stream, just because you know it's that photographer's copyrighted work. But you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't taken by.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't taken by a monkey or generated by AI, so
Yeah.
It ain't AI generated, folks. Don't worry.
But it is absolutely glorious. It's a very nice picture.
Oh, Weatherford. I know where that is. That's really close to me, actually. Weatherford's like 30 minutes away from me.
Yeah.
So, like, this is a picture from last night's Aurora Borealis.
Yeah.
I'm looking at images by, I'm not going to say the person's name, but in Weatherford, they took a picture, pretty high quality. Looks similar to that. It's got some pink, too.
Yeah, because
see
we're
if
going
I
to be able to
can,
see some really nice colors depending on what time of night and everything. So
Try to figure out how to. I don't think I can save the picture. I could
I
try
did-
to.
what I did was I just clicked copy image and then just pasted
Oh,
it in
yeah.
Discord.
Yeah, just copy and paste it,
Yeah.
bro.
You see, sadly, the issue is this is Fox News website, and they don't let you do that. Yeah, I don't have the option. It just has copy page because it's Fox. But that is cool though. It's got like a mix of a hot pink and purple, covered by some clouds outside some neighborhood, and that's pretty cool.
But
Yeah, that's
It's
nice.
kind of a bluish yellow.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different colors to it. Based on your that looks sick. There's one that's like almost red, like a wine red. One of these pictures I'm seeing. These are all Texas. There's Dallas News. Speaking of DFW, okay. Now we're just now it's turned into the Northern Lights podcast, I guess.
The Northern Lights podcast.
Well, I mean, I put it in the thumbnail, so it's not. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't. I wasn't reading off the thumbnail. I was gonna watch the stream earlier, but then someone called me on Discord, so I was in a VC for a bit, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to sleep." So.
But yeah, no.
I
If
was
you
like,
if you look at shameless self promotion on the Discord stream, the thumbnail is the
It's the Aurora
has the
Borealis.
Aurora Borealis in the background. You know?
Yep.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. There's. Ooh.
Had to bring it up.
Oh, that's funny. I thought I saw. Oh, okay. Didn't remember seeing it. I just remembered seeing Toon Lee again.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see it inside an airplane. That's cool.
Yeah. She's the picture I got from this time was really cute. So
Nice.
anyway.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah.
nice.
By the way, Chun Li being there is a hint as to what the pixel art is. So,
Yeah. Gonna draw the Chun-Li, the Phi character.
Yeah, you know who she is.
Aurora. Oh, that.
Oh, so it's the China background.
no, it's,
Street Fighter
it's,
2?
It's a background from Street Fighter.
Yeah.
It is.
It's not China. But,
It's a background from Street Fighter.
Here, Aquan, just to give you an idea, because you were saying like a purplish pink. Well, I found that next to bluish yellow.
Oh. Yeah, that's actually. Yeah, that's like usually what most of them look like.
Oh yeah.
I've seen some red ones too, actually. That's pretty
Yeah.
nice.
Oh,
That's pretty
well,
cool.
Well, because
Aquan, after you watched-
I've actually
you watched
seen,
The Fifth
like,
Element?
I've seen them sunsets. Sorry.
Okay, Aquan, after you finish watching The Fifth Element, another movie to check out is Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. It's a follow-up, not a sequel. As like Basan, he just kind of faded in and out of relevancy. But it's kind of the closest thing you'd get to a Fifth Element sequel in the sense that the aliens you see at the very beginning of the Fifth Element make a cameo appearance in an opening montage. But if you do like Fifth Element, you'll probably like Valerian.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if I like it, then I'll definitely consider that too. Yeah. But no, that's pretty cool. So we got that solar eclipse, and now there's the aurora borealis in places where it shouldn't be.
Aurora Borealis.
Great signs and wonders in the heavens.
Like
Yes,
in
but
kitchens.
but the world's fine. We're not gonna be destroyed
Yeah.
or anything. World's not gonna end. Don't worry about it. Everything is under control. We're all gonna die. I mean, I'm like counting down the days to the end of this month. I'm on pins and needles here. Oh man.
Is the stream still running?
Yeah, the stream is still going.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there we
We're
go.
alive.
It was hilarious how you accidentally cut yourself off in mid-sentence saying, "Oh yeah, everything's fine."
Yeah.
And then you just left.
Yeah.
So that was a fucking lie.
Oh, man.
That was freaking
Amazing.
hilarious.
God, what's even funnier about that? What adds to it is I've seen some reports about people saying that their power went out. Some people's power went out when the aurora borealis happened in certain parts of the country. That just adds to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Next thing we know, there's gonna be a meteor that tries to crash into Earth, and someone's gonna ride like a giant dragon and like stab through it.
Right.
Office 2029.
Oh man. You know, it's funny.
There's an asteroid by the name of Apophis that's going to pass dangerously close past the the planet in the year 2029.
Yeah, there's a video of this like grade school age kid. God damn! And he's talking with Neil deGrasse Tyson about that meteor, right? And it's a freaking hilarious video because like. You know, because basically Tyson was like Neil deGrasse Tyson was doing one of those public speaking events or whatnot, and he's taking questions afterwards. And like this kid is supposed to be like the last question, right? This kid comes up and he starts asking him he asks him this question about the meteor, and deGrasse Tyson starts trying to explain like, what the deal is with the meteor, and like they end up having like this super intelligent conversation, and the little kid's got like a clipboard, and and like there's all these people present, they're taking pictures, and they're laughing and stuff, and he's like sitting down, and he's like, oh, you all can leave, we're gonna have a conversation, because he was like, cause you can tell that he's like really enjoying talking to this little kid. Because he's got like some fresh ideas, and he's not like he's not
hasn't been destroyed by the system yet.
Well, he hasn't been destroyed by his own by other people's preconceived notions and whatnot, Because like kids are largely untainted by the biases that adults end up with, like because adults develop biases for and against things as we get older, and kids a lot of the time don't have those biases, or if they do have them, they're not as strong. So it's really interesting to see what kind of ideas children come up with sometimes. I remember I had a history teacher, and basically one of the assignments that he gave us, this was in I think it was high school? Anyway, it was a high school history class, and one of the assignments he gave us was to come up with a plan for escaping the Nazi half of Berlin during the Berlin Wall era, right? Like come up with a plan for getting to the other side of the wall, and basically, he gave us like all these resources on how to look up other people's escape attempts and figure out which ones worked and which ones sucked, and he's like, come up with a plan for escaping Berlin, and I'll score you on whether I think you would live or die, based on what happened to other people historically, so
it's actually
so basically he's like, I'm going to score you based on how successful I think that plan would be at getting you into the other side of Berlin,
that's actually pretty. And speaking of smart kids, have you heard of the kid that beat Tetris, the 13-year-old? He actually he beat the game. He glitched. He was the first person the first human being to beat Tetris.
Yeah, because once you get the game past a certain point, it glitches. Pac-Man does that too.
The kid pulled a Billy Mitchell without the cheating.
Yeah, and then he pissed off an old British hag by doing it. I don't know if you know about that, but there was a news report. Everyone, Hunger can explain it.
Yeah, there was like a thing where the kid got a whole bunch of attention, and then somebody was like, the children these days, they should be doing other stuff with their time. It's just,
your typical Karen.
Yeah, she was. It was like British Fox News or something.
You can't be that. You can't just be happy for the kid for doing something nobody else has managed to do. You're grown-ass men,
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of people who've been playing Tetris since they were children, and haven't been able to do that shit,
Yeah, it's that's impressive.
He's got way less experience at it, and he's just that good. That's crazy.
Yeah. Dude, I can't even get past level 14.
I could get depending on which version of Tetris I'm playing, because
I'm playing GB. I play Game Boy version of it.
The Game Boy version, the pieces move very slowly compared to other versions.
Yeah.
And I can go on that for a long time.
Yeah. Because they do move pretty slowly, I've noticed. It's easy to
even at
understack
the fastest
them.
speed, it is really once you get to level 24 or whatever at the fastest speed, it is really easy to keep going for quite a long time on that. At least for me. But because
I know what you mean.
how slow it is compared to other Tetris games.
Yeah, it goes pretty slow.
But yeah, when you're talking, and the thing is, I have a lot of experience playing the Game Boy Tetris, you know, because I played a lot of that when growing up. So that was the only version of Tetris I had for a long time. So, you know, because I didn't have the NES version. I don't think I had any other versions until I think Tetris DX, but
yeah,
you know,
kind of want to,
which was just Game Boy Color, and then they did the friggin' you know, I think, gosh, might not have gotten another Tetris game until like the N64, because I don't think I had.
Oh yeah, the only Tetris games I've played, yeah, I've only played Game Boy Tetris and Tetris 99.
I've played
Tetris normally.
a lot of fucking Tetris games. I have at least one on the 360, I think 2.
Oh, there's a 360.
And then I had the Nintendo 64 Tetris Worlds.
That was the new Tetris.
Yeah.
Tetris Worlds was on
Tetris
Cube,
Worlds.
PS2, and
okay, yeah. So now,
Xbox.
the new Tetris on Nintendo 64. I keep confusing it because they had the thing where you could complete the world wonders, you know. So anyway.
Yeah.
Understandable.
But yeah, and then you had the, you know, like I said, there's a couple of them on the Xbox 360 that I had, or I still have, but you know.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm using the past tense. I still don't play them right now. You know,
playing old games badly, Tetris.
I got one on the Switch too, I think. Anyway, not just
Puyo
Tetris
Tetris,
99, like the other one. I got Puyo Tetris, but I got.
Oh yeah, that game's fun.
I think I got another Tetris game on the Switch too, besides Tetris 99. I can't remember. I'd have to look.
Play Tetris.
Yeah, man, I kind of want to go back to. I kind of want to get Tetris for my NES with the cartridge, if I can find. As long as it's not expensive. As long as it's not an expensive NES cart, then or I could just get an EverDrive.
Yeah.
I'd probably do that instead. Actually, just run the ROM. Yeah, Tetris is great. It's a fun game. I kind of want to try the console version because, like you said, the Game Boy version being slowest one kind of makes me feel like I want more of a challenge.
Yeah, and the thing is like the Game Boy version of Tetris is like Tetris with training wheels on. I feel like it's a good way to get familiar with the game, but once you're spending like an hour or two on level 24, like which is the fastest level it has, because it doesn't ever go up past that. You know, like you know, once you spend like an hour or two there, it's time to move on and find yourself a harder Tetris game. Like,
I never knew it went past. I didn't know it doesn't go past 24. Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Once you get to level 24, it doesn't go fast. It doesn't go further than that, as far as I remember.
I guess I'll do just that. I'll keep playing it until I get to level 24. I'll try to get to level. Once I make it to level 24, then I'm just gonna start playing the NES version.
I think it's level 24.
I think that's. Yeah.
I might be misremembering because I remember Dr. Mario had a similar thing where it like gets to a specific level and then that's where it plateaus. I think Dr. Mario was level 30 though.
Yeah.
Caps would probably know better. He's been doing a ROM
It's
hack.
definitely the definitely the Game Boy limitations. Something that I think is pretty cool is that even though Tetris is I'm pretty sure the first GBA ever, the first Game Boy game, the GMG Game Boy, when you play it on Game Boy Color, it has full color. So
Tetris
the thing is,
Plus all the way. Tetris Plus for days.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, no, there's some great games on the Game Boy, despite the technical limitations the system has.
Yeah. Pokemon Crystal, I mean, that's a Game Boy Color game, but still, Pokemon Crystal, one of the most impressive Game Boy games I've seen. I know it's a Game Boy Color game, but...
Yeah, Crystal was actually one of the first GBA Color games I actually played.
GBA Color? What? What's a GBA Color?
Game Boy Color. Why did I say GBA Color? What is wrong with me?
It's like saying ATM machine.
Or DC Comics.
What? I'm brain right today. I'm sorry.
I mean, there are people. To be fair, though, there are people who call PC and ATM machine in comics too.
Yeah.
It makes no sense, but I guess it rolls off the tongue, so that's why they say it. I still
Who's
call it an
ATM?
ATM.
GBA cover.
GBA cover.
Or GBA Advance.
GBA Advance.
Right. GBA Advance. Yeah.
No, the GC Cube.
Right.
I think it's great.
But yeah.
Expensive attack to collect for.
The Game Boy Advance color, because
because the Game Boy Advance didn't have color to
yeah,
begin
because the
with.
Game Boy Advance didn't have color the first time. It was black and white.
That would be interesting, a black and white Game Boy Advance. At that point, you're like, it's got like the GBA graphics, the 32-bit graphics. It just doesn't have the color.
Oh man.
So Hunger, you remember that website I was using to make 3D models of Clovermon?
Uh-huh.
So one of the features that they have now is you can actually get them styled out as voxels, which basically puts them in Minecraft block form.
That's nice.
I'm looking at a fucking 3D model here of Shura Smash as a Minecraft model.
Oh my.
Wow. Sure,
Damn.
Smash for Pokemobs.
Here, let me just get a screenshot of this real quick.
But yeah, I can definitely see what you mean with the Game Boy version being slow, because I'm actually on the Game Boy version. I was able to, like, I'm not even sure you're supposed to do this, but like at the last second when the Tetris block is about to hit the ground, you can actually like push it under another Tetris block if there's a space. That's how slow it goes.
Yeah, no,
But
you can still do that in other Tetris games too. Not all of them,
Yes.
but
Yeah, but like probably only on the first few levels though. Then it gets a lot harder to do.
yeah, it gets
Oh,
harder
that
as the
looks
game
cool.
goes on for sure, because like
Yeah.
some Tetris
That's
games,
cool.
those damn things get to schmoving. They get super fast after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how
It gets
fast
bored
the
real
NES
easily
one
with puzzle game.
is. Yeah. I mean, it's like, yeah, they don't have many sprites to load, so they can go like super fast, even on the NES. Like, you know, games like Mario would like have. Actually, it was pretty impressive about the NES. What I heard from, like, if you look into it, what's really impressive is they had such limited specs to work with, but they made some pretty cool games. Like Super Mario Bros. 3, that game looks so good. It's almost as good looking as some early SNES games. Like graphically, it's pretty cool how they managed to.
Playing in the background, by the way.
Nice.
I'm a keyboard warrior. It's so good.
I'm getting into arguments with people. I can't make music up.
Oh man. Oh, Blue Clown Monster.
Blue Clown Monster.
Blue Clown Monster.
Speaking
Found
of,
that sumbitch.
yeah, I was happy for you when you found that, even though I didn't get it.
I
And
mean,
I'm gonna
I
have to
named it
solo
after
hunt it
your
now.
ass, so you know.
Yeah, so hey, there we go. I got some involvement with it. Blue Yeah, I showed that to my friend came over the other day. The guy I told you about, who's the other person who got it, and I showed him that, and he was just laughing his ass off.
Yeah.
Your reaction.
Yeah,
It's like
it's good shit.
it is. It's like hey, if I had a nickel for every time one of my friends got a shiny Blacephalon, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's strange that it happened twice.
Right? Yeah.
Ooh. Legendary Nick just posted a picture of his GBA
Oh, the
at
GBA black and white mod.
black and white, yeah. There's a black and white mod for it. Wow.
Pokemon
being
Black
at,
and White. Black and White. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh wait, no. That's the I think I know what that is. That's the Fire Red Leaf Green. When you're loading your save file.
Yeah.
That thing they did in Fire Red Leaf Green.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
did it again in Diamond and
when you're
Pearl.
loading your
The diary. Yeah, the diary thing or whatever.
You
It's
did
like
this, you
your
did this,
play
you
log.
did this. It's like it
Yeah.
was designed to help people who hadn't played their save file in a while figure out where they were supposed to be going.
Yeah, Fire Red Leaf Green were easy. They were probably the easiest Pokemon games, or one of the easiest.
He was saying that it looks like that, not that that's what's happening, but it looks like
Yeah, it looks like it.
That deal that
It looks like that, but yeah.
Anyway,
but that actually is a black and white mod. That's cool.
Yeah. Searching for the blue clouds, lost in a kaleidoscope of colors. It's so good, man.
Yeah.
That hook is devastating. It gets right into your head and just won't stop.
Yeah.
Like a brainworm.
Oh, it's a mod. You can trigger it by holding down the light button.
Oh wait, what?
Tetris Plus.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes. Why is Mario on
That's
the cover?
cool.
Oh, nice.
That's nice. The Triceratops. That's really cool.
Have you ever played Tetris Plus before, Hunter?
I don't know if I have or not because it's on PlayStation.
So
What's that thing's name? Tricense?
It's
He had that one on Saturn.
It's also on Game Boy, like the original game. But the whole
What's
game
the song's name again? Tricense? Is that it?
Yeah, Tricense.
Yeah.
The whole
I know the Finally Those name, but
God damn it, Solus.
that as you're playing Tetris, as the blocks drop down, this little professor dude, this little guy, he's trying to climb the blocks. And at the top of the screen, there's this grinder thing. So basically, if he climbs to the top of the screen, he dies. And so the whole, not only is it, clearing blocks, clearing the blocks out so that he stays from getting to the top, but also the floor rises.
Oh no.
Slowly. So you have a limited amount of time to clear it, and you actually have like a spot at the bottom of the floor, like you see on the picture, there's like this little spot in the middle, and he has to get to that middle spot on the bottom row. That basically allows him to clear the level and go to the next level. I love the game because it's Tetris, but it's also like
it's Tetris and the Temple of Doom.
Yes.
Doom. Oh yeah.
But yeah, those Pixelmons for the Clover boys look great.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I had that one on the Saturn. I found it to be annoying.
I like it.
I'm happy for you, really.
Yeah,
I got to a point where I would just try to squish the guy on purpose.
I'm sure there's games that I find annoying that people love too, but
when he gets up to the top 2 layers, like when he gets really close to the grinder, like it starts playing the fucking end music. And the thing is like if you're not good at this game, you're gonna hear that end music a lot. And so it does kind of get like that. I mean, the panic music's kind of annoying. I like the main music, but I don't think I've ever actually beaten this game. Now that I think about it, I've probably only beaten like halfway through. But there's like 100 levels total. It's pretty fun actually. Like I like the game. Like I know he doesn't. I know. I can understand. I can understand why some people might not find it the best, but I thought it was fun.
Put the guy in the meat grinder and
Oh, there we go. There's a fun fact about that place. The cave is gold colored and emerald and silver colored and fire and leaf green. Says Nick.
Oh. Oh yeah. The Naval Rock. Yeah, Naval Rock. Cool.
Belly button
Naval
rock.
Yeah, why did they have to name it that?
I don't know.
Probably for the same reason, actually. I mean, it's probably based on the map design, I don't know, map placement, something, I don't know.
Something.
Whatever it is, it's just cool because it lets you get Lugia and Ho-Oh and you like ascend a million stairs up or down to get them. Just cool. Lets you get both of them. Yeah. And I actually think Lugia's cave looks really cool.
You have zero reason to ever go back there. After you catch Ho-Oh and Lugia.
Yeah, I remember back in the day when I used to, like, early 2000s internet, I used to, like, wish that I could go to Naval Rock. So I actually did one of the glitches to teleport to it because I didn't get an event distribution card, AR card, or whatever they're called. E-reader card, yeah. Yeah, it's a shame you can't surf on the water where Lugia is, and find the secret item, the silver wing or like the silver stone or something, which makes Lugia get its hidden evolution into Shadow Lugia. By the way, the tutorial, you have to make sure you're playing either the 0079 or 9 sound system or like Bodies from Drowning Pool. Unregistered Hypercam or something like that.
Yeah. Unregistered Hypercam, my love.
Yes.
Even though I don't exactly love puzzle games, there is one that I've found a lot of enjoyment out of, and it's Kirby Star Stacker for Game Boy.
Oh, yeah.
It's easier than offending a teenage liberal, but still, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I've gotten what I feel to be pretty far into it, and I keep waiting for a difficulty spike. Happen like any minute now.
Yeah,
Any minute now, I'm sure the game will become more difficult at any moment.
The thing is, not all of them, but most Kirby games are just easy in general. There are some that are challenging, though. Really
Right.
depends. Usually spin-offs. There have been some mainline titles like Superstar Ultra. When you get to like the post game, you get to like, the True Arena. Game starts to get challenging, but before that, it's pretty easy. Just use Hammer. Hammer's broken.
Well, to this day, my favorite Kirby spin-off is Pinball Land, and I can't get to, much less beat, any of the bosses for any of the 3 tables.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I killed that book.
Kirby Ping Pong Land.
In completely unrelated news, Roger Corman died.
Oh.
He was a movie director that apparently
How
made
is
a
he gonna
Fantastic
die?
Four movie for the
Dude.
so that forget who it was, Universal or Paramount could keep the rights for it.
Yeah, that was one of those things where they made the movie just so they wouldn't lose the rights and then never released it or whatever.
Then the movie got leaked.
What were you saying?
The thing is,
Cap?
Roger Corman doesn't. It wasn't that he made just the Fantastic Four movie. What he does is he's one of those types of people that bankrolls like shitty B movies that rarely ever see the light of day. Basically, to have directors more or less so like directors can get their foot in the door more or less. Like he's like a Lloyd Kaufman type. Like, if you're familiar with like how Trauma Films does things, basically you can send Trauma Films a fucking script, and say, and if it's good enough, like Lloyd Kaufman would be like, hey, I've got money to blow on random shit. Here, let's make this into a film. Like, if you want to be a director, he'll give you the chance to be a director. Like,
Yeah.
was what Roger Corman was doing.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, it's kind of sad that it's actually kind of gone now, because that's kind of an interesting niche that he filled in Hollywood.
Well, he had a pretty long run.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I thought I killed that book. I lived, bitch.
Oh man.
Hungry.
What's up?
Just out here advertising.
Right? I don't think they mind, right? I'm looking. So I googled celebrities who have died this year, right? And and I noticed that Toby Keith was in there. I'm like,
yeah.
And I'm like, did I remember that when it did I see that when it happened, or did I miss that? I can't remember. But yeah, that's kind of surprising. He died on February 5th after cancer.
That one.
That's wild though. That's super early for him.
I mourn for his fans and followers.
But yeah, like a lot of the people on this list, I'm like, who? Like, are you sure these are the celebrities that died, or like, jeez. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, Richard Lewis died in February too. That's unfortunate. He was the guy who played Prince John in Robin Hood Men in Tights, right?
Don't know offhand.
Who?
Richard Lewis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He did he was so good in that movie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely loved hating him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hurt them.
Yeah. But yeah, like he did such a good job in there. Like, let's see. Yeah, he played Prince John in the film Robin Hood Men in Tights. Yeah, there we go.
Huh.
But yeah. But yeah, it's so funny because, a lot of people don't realize that Dave Chappelle was in that movie too. Like,
Yeah.
Because it was a young Dave Chappelle at the time, and you know, it's just I said a lot of people that watched the movie didn't realize it was him later on. Yeah. But yeah.
I love doing that. Like a star gets really big and popular and everything, and then you go back and watch like an
Some
older
of their early
movie, and
stuff.
you're like, holy shit. Yeah, and you're like, holy shit, this dude's in this? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like, I love finding movies like that.
Like was it Earth Girls Are Easy that Jim Carrey was in? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a moment like that just last week. I had scored a copy of A Million Ways to Die in the West after having watched clip after clip after clip of it off of YouTube. And so I sit there and I watch it, and Kelly Cuoco just shows up as a random female chick in the movie. I'm like, oh, hi Penny. The thing is, she was basically playing your stereotypical dumb blonde character in the 1880s.
Yeah, it was like
oh yeah,
who was it?
It wasn't being typecast or anything.
Like the one chick that played the one chick that plays Dexter's sister in Dexter, not Dee Dee. I'm talking about the other Dexter show.
Yeah.
But
one about
the murderer, yeah.
Yeah, she's in White Chicks.
Yeah.
Like she's one of the crew with them and everything. And I saw her in that the other day, and I was like, oh shit. like it's like one of those, like I said, one of those things. Like you don't catch it at first, but then you go back and watch it years later. You're like, oh shit, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, or I'm trying to think. I know there was other examples because it happens to me so often.
But see, what I hate is we have all these people who do entertainment work and bring us all this joy, dying like super young, you know. And sometimes it's because of substance abuse, but other times it's because of like cancer and medical shit like that. And then we have people in Congress that do nothing but make people miserable and living to like 90. Like, come on, just a little bit of justice in that department, please. Like, like what it.
Well, that's because the dark side of a force can lead to abilities and stuff that most people would consider unnatural.
When it
so they're basically
strike down Sith McConnell. I mean, if you have a plan for him, that's one thing. But come on, God.
Billy Joel said it best. Only the good die young.
I know, right? Yeah.
I thought that was Mellencamp.
I think plenty of people have said it over the years, but.
I'm just referring to the song that he's referring to.
Was it Mellencamp? I don't know. It's late for me.
Right.
Well, and to be fair, they both had kind of similar vibes to their music.
All right. Well, speaking of getting late, I think it's probably a good time to call it a stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 more minutes, Dad.
You.
Always leave your audience wanting more.
Right.
That is the lesson I learned with Clown Monster.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, I want to thank everybody so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. We'll be back to do this again next week. And of course, as always, I do hope everybody has a great day. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.